It's like we're reliving, what, like 2002, 2003?
Well, even the authority over...
That's like
over
corporation.
Roman Reigns. It's the same thing. Well, yeah, it's the same thing as corporation and Austin, but it's also the same thing as authority and Daniel Bryan. Except they never wanted to push Daniel Bryan. Like they specifically wanted to do this for Roman Reigns. I don't know, man. It's just, I mean, it's a lot to talk about. It gives us good things to think about. Good fantasy booking to think about. Well, only time will tell. This whole card will start shaping up at Fastlane. That's for sure. And the main event at Fastlane, as we are heading into that, will be the number one contenders match, which contains Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with that. Will Brock Lesnar be in the main event, or are they setting him up for the Wyatts? Because on Monday they set nothing up. It was like it never happened.
Yeah, like that's the thing with these angles lately. You have something happen, and then the following night or next week, it just stops, and we don't know what happened. Where does it leave off? Is there still a storyline going down? Is it going to finish? Is it going to pick up in about 2 months? We don't know.
Yep, and if they are setting up, I mean, Lesnar versus the Wyatts, they really didn't do anything because they had Bray Wyatt take on Kane. I'm convinced that the Wyatt family is the most underused bunch of superstars in the WWE right now.
They are. You have one, the mouthpiece.
Worse than Dolph Ziggler.
Who could actually be a main eventer is Bray Wyatt. When he comes on the screen, I just love listening to his promos. People are like, oh, he's so boring. I've seen people on the internet, oh, he's so boring. Oh, he just talks in circles. But he gets you thinking, and he gets you wondering, and he gets you a little bit excited. That's how I feel.
Didn't you think, and I said this a couple of shows ago, didn't you think the right time to fix everything that has gone wrong with the Wyatt family was at the Royal Rumble to have Wyatt win the title, especially after the Raw and SmackDown before where they completely destroyed everybody? And then what happens? How he got tossed out, just like nothing.
Like a rag doll. Oh, man.
I don't know, man. I'm not the booker. I'm not, I can only give my opinions on certain things, but man, they're really missing the bar with the Wyatt family. They can really go somewhere with them, and I just think they're missing it.
Well, another part that they're missing the bar on, and I know you would have to agree with me, is the whole Divas division. What's going on with the Divas division?
I know they set you up. They set you up, and they get you thinking. They set you up with something big at the Royal Rumble where Sasha Banks attacks Charlotte. I kind of thought it was a little too early for that because, what, are you going to have them keep fighting through? I mean, I guess you could do that. But, man, they set you up with the whole Sasha Banks attacking Charlotte and putting her in the bank statement.
Yeah.
And then these guys come on Raw, and they're in and off the screen shorter than The Rock's promo.
It's a shame because you have so many, like I said last week, you have more talent than you ever had in the women's division.
I'm convinced they need their own show at this point.
And we talked about this last week.
I don't care if it's a half hour. It could be a half hour on the WWE Network. Let them get their own little show where they can wrestle. You can have 2 or 3 matches, at least 10 minutes long, and just give them their time.
I'm telling you, they should get rid of either one or the other. Superstars or main event, rebrand it, repackage it, whatever you have to do, and have it just strictly the Divas show. Like, not Total Divas, just a Divas wrestling show where you have storylines, you have at least... Because you don't have to recap Raw. You don't have to recap SmackDown on these shows. That just wastes time. That takes away time. You can take that full hour with the amount of women you have in the Divas division, as I say that in quotations because I can't stand using that, and just have them wrestle for a whole hour and have a show. You can even put somebody as a general manager if you want. Maybe have one other title, like we said, either maybe like a TV title type thing, or even, as you said last week, have the NXT Women's Champion come in from time to time and defend her title.
Even those girls there, have them come up.
Exactly.
Maybe they win a match on NXT to fight on that show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're not. They for so long weren't even using Natalya, and she's one of the most talented wrestlers.
She's from the Hart family.
And what do? She comes back, and all of a sudden she's thrown in with Paige. Was Paige not a heel a week ago?
Yes. So it makes no sense.
1 week the Bellas are good, the next week they're bad. They're fighting with each other. Now they're sisters again. What's going on? It's like sometimes when I used to watch TNA, and the storyline would be these guys were good. They were in a faction together. Then they break up. Yeah. And someone has the title. 2 weeks later, somebody else has the title.
It's ridiculous.
They're not following consistency.
It's like it's just running circles around each other and storylines, and you're just leaving the fans, like legit fans like us and other people out there, scratching their heads.
These girls can wrestle. Even, and it's crazy to say this, but I'm going to give her credit where credit's due. Nikki Bella was starting to get better as a wrestler.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that 100%.
She held the title longer than anyone. I mean, that's got to be something.
Well, people have a tendency to say the only reason that she got that is because...
John Cena?
John Cena. I'm just saying.
I mean, you have her. You have Alicia Fox could wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Natalya, Paige, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Sasha Banks.
Snuka. She's in there. You got Jimmy Snuka's daughter, she's a big... not heavy-wise, but she's big brawn-wise, and she can hold her own.
Even Naomi, for a little while, could wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got the girls in NXT.
You have Emma, who's like redeemed herself down there, and why not bring her back up?
It's a whole bunch. And it's just like the Wyatt, it's just like they're not using them correctly.
Nope.
Now, I'm not... I feel like we're always killing the WWE, but it's just like, I guess, constructive criticism, because I love the WWE so much since I was a little kid, and I just want to see...
It get better?
Yeah. Not just, tread water because you're the big boss in town. Yeah. You agree?
I agree 100%.
It's just...
There's only so much we can talk about this.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like it's every week that we're getting into this.
It is. But it's other play. I'll speak much. It's other organizations too. TNA does the same thing. They still have storylines that start and don't even finish, or continue on later on, or have good guys all of a sudden be bad guys, and tag teams that break up, and then 2 weeks later they're back together. And you're supposed to forget, like, oh, yeah, they start arguing, but, it's confusing. Make it make sense just a little bit. On that note, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will continue to wrap up the little bit left of Raw.
Yeah. I want to talk about the Social Outcast.
Yeah, we'll get into the Social Outcast. We'll also talk some NXT and also some TNA and other news coming on later on in the hour. Make sure to keep listening to the UCR Network, Ringside Rumble Wrestling, exclusively on Spreaker.com, and now iTunes. We'll be back in a moment, everyone.
Unified Championship Radio.
Ringside Rumble Radio.
Oops.
Here on the UCR Network.
Well, we're talking wrestling, so I kind of threw that in there.
Yeah, you did.
I think I'm starting our own federation.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm in. Powered by Spreaker.com, and we are on iTunes, baby.
Oh, yeah. Woo!
Nature Boy, Styling Profiling on iTunes.
Make sure you check it out. You see those two handsome men when you type in Ringside Rumble, pop right up. They look a little like cartoon characters, but they're us. Don't you worry. Take a look at the merchandise.
Hands off the merchandise.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. So, recapping a little bit of the rest of what happened on Monday Night Raw, we had AJ Styles against Chris Jericho. What a way to, really start off.
Yeah.
By having two of the best in the ring with each other who have never faced each other.
No, they never faced each other. Talk much.
So that was a nice long match. Styles gets the victory, and so I guess Jericho's always been a company guy.
Yeah,
to always do the right thing, and he did the right thing there. And also we had Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler, and the reason I bring up these four guys is what is ahead of them in the future come WrestleMania time. We have mentioned it before that maybe we'll get a AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens feud leading into WrestleMania. But what happens to Chris Jericho? What happens to Dolph Ziggler?
I wouldn't mind seeing them in the Fatal 4-Way match.
All four of them?
Maybe make it maybe tables match. Maybe TLC match.
Is there something on the line? The Intercontinental title, maybe?
Well, then
maybe
you'd have
throw
to
Ambrose in there?
Or maybe have Ambrose drop it.
Or the U.S. title with Kalisto?
That could be possible. I mean, sky's the limit with this booking, but we're not making the booking, so it won't come down to us, but could happen.
Interesting booking is to see where they go with the social outcasts. Because did you see the segment with Flo Rida and Bo Rida?
I did not see it, but I did read about it and saw briefly the video. And then it kind of makes me feel angry because these guys are trying so hard to get,
They're
get
trying
TV.
to make you believe?
Believe. I like them. I know you're not.
No, I never said I didn't like them. You had put that in a different tense of where you thought they should be at the time.
Well, I know you. Are you a fan with Heath Slater?
You know what? He doesn't bother me too much.
No,
okay. I feel like they have to make him a little less comedic.
Yeah, because he's definitely the mouthpiece of
the
social outcast. You have Curtis Axel, who still is kind of in the shadows of his father and grandfather. And then you have Adam Rose, who when he debuted, he was great in NXT with the whole Bunny and Express and all that. But then if you remember, when he debuted on that Monday Night Raw, fans kind of you could hear crickets. And he just went way down. And
Bo Dallas, the same thing.
Bo Dallas, yeah. They did all those little skits with him believing, and then he was just jobbing to everybody.
Now, I mentioned to you this off the air. Do you feel that these four guys, mesh well together? Because I feel like one of them just doesn't fit.
Which one would that be?
Adam Rose. I don't feel like he belongs well, not that he doesn't belong. He doesn't mesh well with them. The other three, they talk and all that stuff, and he's just kind of lingering. I don't get any reaction from him like you do from the other three.
I mean, maybe.
I hope they just don't take these guys as a joke the entire time like they did with 3MB. Can we get somewhere with these guys? Because they actually, when they first started, were making headway.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe they'll make him like the Job Squad and, remember that?
Why not put someone who's been disgruntled for a while with them? Why not put a Dolph Ziggler or something
or
to
maybe
be a leader or someone?
Maybe a diva?
Or Ryback or something.
I don't want Ryback.
You don't like Ryback?
Ryback.
I'm trying to think of someone who kind of has been just lingering around. I would say someone kind of like Macho Man